How does your organization create an event, and how can you make your event a success? What tools do you have available to you? How can Cowbell Connect help you? What campus resources do you need to know about? This video will cover all the basics of successful event planning. Event Services is located in the Colvard Student Union on the first floor, but at this time is only taking reservations via telephone. Their contact information can be found on the MSU website or on the screen here. Student organizations typically have many locations available to them, but this semester some of those spaces may be unusable or have limited capacity. The reservable locations include the Student Union rooms and several academic buildings, outdoor spaces, and Bettersworth Auditorium in Lee Hall. Due to physical distancing measures and classes, some of these spaces' availability will change throughout the year. Make sure to check with Event Services for any location limitations. Event Services can help you organize your space and make sure you have tables, chairs, and audio equipment for your event. Please contact Event Services first before submitting your event on Cowbell Connect. Organizations must create their events and get approval for them through Cowbell Connect. When creating an event submission, you will be asked to provide information about when, where, and for how long an event will occur, the event title and relevant graphics, and a description of the event. There is now an option to specify that an event is fully virtual, and you can include a link to the online location of the event. Organizations must also select an event theme and may select relevant event categories, such as faith-based or athletic. These themes and category tags will help your event be sorted correctly in the Cowbell Connect Explore page. If you would like to control who sees and has access to your event, you can adjust this within the event submission form. Events can be public, available to all students and staff at MSU, available only to organization members, or available only to invitees. We encourage you to utilize the all staff and students at MSU choice this year. This will help you manage your event numbers to be within the guidelines of COVID-19. As you go through the rest of the form, make sure you are accurately, to the best of your ability, telling us how many people will be at the event. This is vital information for room reservations and social distancing guidelines. As the numbers continue to change, we will continue to update our guidelines to be current with the changes in university and state mandates. After your organization submits your event, it goes through a process of review and approval. On-campus events must be submitted at least 2 business days prior to the event date. The organization should have reserved the requested space with Event Services prior to submitting the event request form. Once Event Services has confirmed space availability and the event request has been reviewed, the event will either be approved, denied, or the student organization will be contacted to provide follow-up information. Follow-up information might include a request for a social distance plan or meeting to discuss risk management options. After these follow-up materials are provided by the student organization, the event will be approved or denied. Off-campus event requests must be submitted 10 business days prior to the event. To ensure your event is successful, the student organization should consider any budgeting needs to cover things like rental fees, setup fees, or technical crew labor. Contact Event Services to discuss any room setup needs or technical requests well ahead of your event. These additional needs may incur additional costs. You may also want to contact Parking Services or MSU Security to work through additional plans of action prior to an event, especially if they are large events. There are several university policies student organizations should be aware of when planning events and purchases. First, let's discuss trademarks and royalties. Mississippi State University administers a licensing program for university trademarks. The objective of this program is to protect and control the utilization of the university name, logos, and emblems. Prior consent is needed from the licensing program office for use of the university name or trademarks on commercial products. If an organization wants to create a product, such as a shirt or a hat, with the university name or any marks related to the university, the item must be purchased from a state-licensed manufacturer. If you are planning on selling any items or purchasing MS State apparel, make sure the company is a licensed vendor. If you have any questions, you can contact the office number on the page. There are also specific guidelines that all student organizations must follow during the COVID-19 pandemic. For events with food, no self-service meals or drinks can be provided. Food and beverages must be provided by vendors that have an approved food vendor license. We encourage you to work with Airmark and locations around town to provide individually packaged meals. For tabling events, items can be placed on the table for individuals to pick up themselves but interactions need to be as contactless as possible, so no items should be handed back and forth. In-person meetings must be limited to 30 to 45 minutes due to the demand of meeting rooms. If your organization needs a longer time to meet, virtual meetings are an option and are encouraged during this time. Events will be scheduled in 2-hour blocks with extensions granted on a case-by-case basis. Events may not exceed 100 people, and all participants, including staff and students, must be physically distanced. A full list of organization guidelines were sent out to student organization leaders at the beginning of the semester. Violations of the student organization event guidelines will result in disciplinary action against the organization. Several offenses could lead to a group losing its status as a recognized student organization. You can also find the most current guidelines under the notifications section on the front of the Cowbell Connect page. To help with social distancing, we are encouraging all students who are managing events to download the Check-In app. This will help guests to your events and event managers to encourage social distancing. Here's a short clip on how to use this app and the event passes, which can be found on the Quark app. Here's how you get to the event check-in app. You search Campus Labs Check-In on the App Store or the Google Store. You'll be able to find this app. You'll scroll down to your event and manage the event. You go to this access code and copy the access code. Then go back into the application and paste the application event code into the event. Once you do that, you'll have to do your login, and it will take you to your event. Then you will hit start scanning. You will have the ability to scan someone in to your event.